especially with the orchestra. You're very young and you have great future, you will do it in competitions and so on, but at the end of the day, you have to communicate with the audience, with the concertmaster, with the conductor, with the cello section. Yeah, it's all about communication. And as gorgeous as you play, if you play just for yourself, you will find it very hard for them to be with you, but also for them to want to be with you. Yeah, it's a language. Music is a language. The only language that we speak together. Yeah, when I speak now, you listen. Then you speak, I listen. Music is a language we speak together. So we have to make it together. If you play and you hope that she will somehow find it, why not really looking, or you can't really see her, but acknowledging your pianist? So many times in this piece you could acknowledge your pianist. I want to go through it a little bit because it's so important. One day it will not be a really sensitive player who gets paid to be with you. It will be a sensitive player who doesn't care about you. Who actually, I don't want to use bad words, but they don't give, you know what, about you or about sometimes their job, or they think, you know, it's actually my teacher, it was a revelation for me. Because it was in a specific moment in Dvořák concerto. It was a second movement. At the end of it, the viola play doing, and you play first eighth note and then triplets. They play 60, and he says, Amit, listen, all this viola section, and then it goes to cello. They have so much on their mind. You know, one of them think, oh my God, my husband asked me to buy milk and I forgot. The other one, oh, my son was a little sick today, I don't know. And you know, they had fever this morning. They don't give a shit about it. They play 60 notes. But the moment you acknowledge that there are 60 notes, in the content, they might actually, they're great musicians. They just don't care. Yeah? They have other. So if you play, bum, 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 and you look at the violist and you acknowledge, and when it goes to cello, same here in the Dvořák, in the Elgar. Cello section, you play with them. When you acknowledge them, they're amazing musicians. They just, you know, if you play your part, yeah. So, and it happened all through all the tracks you fell in. In a competition, it's very important because there will be maybe in the final 3 like you that are really musical and in tune and beautiful sound. But one of you guys will actually, not as a show, will actually feel comfortable on stage to communicate. That most likely is the person that will get the prize to play with the orchestra. So, beginning.
Is it okay if I shift the chair?
Yes. Beginning. I want you to give a sign to the conductor. What is the orchestra playing there?
It's the chord.
Is it a chord or a note?
It just
Well, no. Yeah? You're not giving them the sign. And if you're not Yo-Yo Ma, you're also not giving the sign. You are getting the sign. However, you can look at the conductor and together, and yeah, so do it in a way that, yeah, you're not Yo-Yo Ma, okay, but you are the soloist. You decide. Can you show, in your sign, can you show the dynamic, the character, and the pulse? All in your abi. If you do, I don't get it. It's the same as conducting. And everything is there. Then they play. Because somehow it touches the string. No. And yeah, so it's really clear for the orchestra. Okay, but now, after you get this sign, what does Elgar ask you to be? The character. No, what is the character? No, it says there's a word there. Nobilimente. What is nobility?
Noble.
Noble.
Yeah.
Does this look noble to you? Do I look noble? Like no? Do you know Downton Abbey? You know that show? No, like a noble aristocrat man. You know, this 5-piece suit. You know, it's dinner time, and you're noble. You're not peasant. At the end of the piece, by the way, it's not noble. At the end of the concerto, 40 minutes later. But here it's noble. So you can give a sign to the orchestra, but be noble. This is not wild. The end of the piece, he even adds a chord. Yeah, so be noble to the orchestra, to the crowd. Look up. No, this is vomiting. It's not noble. Noble Englishman. What year was it written?
1914.
No, 1919. You're right. Just after the war. Just the end of the empire. And you just start the story. You're a noble, like Elgar, noble man from Victorian time. This is what you do, like many cellists. If I play only the melody, would you ever sing like this?
No.
Sing it once, just the melody.
And
And the punchline. So the 4 eighth notes are dee, da, 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 dee, ba, dee, da. But you do it, look on YouTube. Most cellists. Why? You have to go back to the frog. There's a huge accent on the do, on the C. No. So I want to see now vibrato that goes from the B to the E and arrives. Yeah? More vibrato. Arrive. Yeah, you could stay. You could stay.
Yeah.
By the way, you can stay because of the noble character. At the end, that's a different story. You want to play second finger? Fine, but play in tune. Sign. Arrive. Yeah, see, it's good. It's really good. But the orchestra is a painter, and you have to discover the colors when you play. When she comes in, it's like I love, on the same note, and it's all decided by Elgar, not by you. So if you ignore, if you don't care, it's beautiful, but I need something on the A. I'm sorry. D. Save the bow. Now change the vibrato. Good. Yeah, it's very beautiful, but again, Elgar is so specific in his writing. There's no ritenuto here. There's ritenuto at the end. So when you play, no ritenuto and no vomiting because the clarinet has to take over. Yeah, it's very different than the end. So try to do it more learned so much on the arrival. So you're so good. Let's see if you can try. When you want the second of magic, increase the vibrato, decrease the amount of bow. So you do crescendo, diminuendo. So you play. Now diminuendo in the bow, and crescendo in the vibrato. Which one, Elgar, he's dead, but he tells you to vibrate. There's a line. Which one? D sharp. Yeah, if it's an upbeat, do you want to start down bow or up bow? I mean, you could do both, but what would be easier? Up bow. Now, what if you breathe? If you do wouldn't it be easier than this note and then decrease.
Yeah.
Right? Think about it. You see, there's a danger in playing so well because there's much more details you need to incorporate. Think of the F sharp. Yeah, go on, go on. Good. Now the A. Think of the A vibrate. Now decrease. Yeah, very beautiful. Really good. Just one thing about this note, this F sharp with the orchestras we usually, not Philadelphia, it's the violas will start out of tune. It's the same F. If you play, it's very hard to match it. Even more so in your stage with competition. She doesn't have vibrato. So be really careful with this F sharp. Narrow the vibrato so it's really in tune. Okay. Now let's jump to the main thing. You did this beautifully, but when you get to the sostenuto, the main thing, you have a tendency to, you have a lot of weight and you play really well, but you play with one hair all the time. So I don't know, can I see? Yeah, you see the rosin on one side of your bow?
Yeah.
You see this white? It's because it touches the string. And I hear that noise. And when you play, so you always play with one hair. I would not do that. Okay. Sometimes, maybe, sometimes. If you play, you want, okay. But use the hair your parents paid for.
Yeah.
So when you all of it. So angle the bow with your thumb. So you use the whole. Okay, try. No. Yes. It's right here. I see the rosin. That's exactly where it's a weak part of the bow. You're not the only one. You do this. Not because of the bow, you do it because of your hand. So when you get away from the frog, it's much harder to keep this angle. So you just do this.
Yeah.
But if you can roll the bow within your second finger and thumb, roll it. So and use your body to support. Inside, especially here. Yeah. So when you get out, follow with your body so it's easier for you to do it. Otherwise, you feel far away and you break it, and that's what happens. Good. Now, when you play here and you want to be close to the bridge, you cannot play with such slow bow. It's too high on the cello. See, if I play a low D with a slow bow, it sounds okay. Here, same D, you need 10 times more bow for the same quality. So, when you play up here, above and below would really help you. Above the string, but it has to move faster. You do. cello, the pot is huge. So a down bow, instead of straight, a down bow would be kicking the bow towards you and then out. Up bow, kicking the bow behind you and in. So I'm exaggerating now. So I never do this to the string. Yeah. So if I have objects, for me it would be music stand for down bow, water bottle for up bow. So music stand, bottle. For you it would be your pianist and the music stand. Okay. Try once a little slower. So kick and then inside. Kick in instead of pressing.
So like.
Yes, exactly. Bravo. Really good. Yeah, very good. You're so smart and talented. Now, let's listen to the clues. You're a detective, you're a musical detective. You sit in the office and there's a crime called Elgar cello concerto. You have to solve it. You have to solve it. In this crime, which note is the one? Who put the knife in the heart? Is it this one? Let's listen. That's more important, so I know already. I'm figuring it out. Now let's hear. Now listen. That's the knife. The entire orchestra has fortan. You don't, but all of them have. That's the one. Can you really feel the knife in your heart? Attention, now. Oh, go for it. La. Yeah, much better. Much better. Now, it says sostenuto. Okay, you know why? I mean, it has to be grand, but you're playing this with the brass. The brass trombones, yeah? It's really, first of all, really far from you. It's the further away in the orchestra.
Yeah.
Yeah? Let's just listen once to the orchestra. He's when he plays it. No, that's play folk. I don't understand why you do the bow change. You are smarter than Elgar, but it also doesn't help the sostenuto. You have to go with the brass. It's much slower than what you think. When you can stretch with them, they do tee, yeah. So you can go when you're alone, but you have to stretch when you're with them. Stretch, go. Nice. noble way. Listen to the rhythm. Yeah, so if you can maybe a little faster. So have the 16 closer to the next note. Ta-da. Yeah, try. Ta-da. Don't fall asleep. Show the rhythm. Dance. Yeah. No. Just something different. Otherwise, we fall asleep.
Okay.
Also, when you give a speech, it's not always the same. Yeah. Do from yours. Ta-dam.